So it has been alleged that Ooni of Ife was surprised as the families of these olories, Olori Ronke, Aunty Blue Blue, uh, Olori Aunty Igbi, Ole TikTok, that they have stormed the palace to complain that their daughter have been complaining so bitterly how the king have been treating them. Now this kind of treatment is not what is supposed to be. Oh. They were complaining to the king, telling the king that you told these olories to leave the palace and they left the palace. So what are you trying to do? Uh, you stopped picking their calls. Why? Like how possible is that? Are you trying to tell me that you're no longer interested in marrying them? How are you going to treat them this way? That is unfair. Allegedly, my people. I know that they cannot such a thing. If at all on your face is doing such a thing, on your face you may be doing it for a reason. The king is not going to abandon these women. He is going to continue to marry them. I know for sure that he will continue to marry them. That he told them to leave the palace and they left. I don't know whether all of them have leave. Oh. The king is not going to stop marrying them. So they have been complaining. Auntie Blue Blue have been crying. Like, hey, when I heard that Auntie Blue Blue was crying, that the king stopped picking her call. Not only her. For Ole TikTok, that one don't think now the king stopped picking her call. But I don't know whether the king have started picking her call again before this one. So the families have come to know what offense the daughters have committed this time around. But which offense? What offense haven't they committed? They have committed more than offense that I don't know. They commit offense every day. Because any little thing that will happen, they will call Queen Naomi. Okay, right now, as this one is even happening, we heard that they said that it is Queen Naomi's fault. That Queen Naomi is using jazz on the king. That why would the king treat them the way he's treating them? And do you know the worst part of it all? The king stopped picking their call, and I know the reason why. I know why the king stopped picking their call. And if what I'm thinking is true, I think the king is getting it right. Only as we heard, stop picking their call. And all the families have come to complain and say that they know that their daughter may have committed one or two things, but as the king asked them to leave the palace and they left, the Ooni should consider them. Ooni should consider that they are just women. They are women. Like when it comes to these people's own, they will become women. When it comes to Queen Naomi's own, Queen Naomi will become maybe man. Maybe you know say men no dey do mistake na only women dey do mistake. Because that thing they said Queen Naomi posted in her Instagram handle, these oloris have been using it every day against Queen Naomi, every day against the king, every day, almost every day. But when these oloris misbehave, uh, they will become women. Because I heard that allegedly why the king stopped picking their call is it just Queen Naomi, the king wants Queen Naomi to come back to the palace. And picking of these people's call, I think, is going to bring distraction to the king. Hey, to tell you that the king is mean, no, this one is no longer business as usual. After promising it's not going to happen. Ooni of Ife is busy right now doing anything, avoiding any slightly force that will cause Queen Naomi not to come back at the time they put it, because we heard that they have fixed a date, but the date is unknown to us because security purposes. Yes, because of security purposes. Now, Ooni of Ife told these men, the family, that since I cannot tell your wife, your children what to do, and they will do it, I don't think they deserve calling me on phone. Although initially the king was like saying, maybe it is network now. Why will I off my phone for them? Or there is something you will set in your phone. They will call you tomorrow, next tomorrow. Worst part of it is that if that person is calling you, the person will be telling the person that you are answering a call while you are not busy. They should be writing network busy while you are not busy. So it seems like the king sets his phone in that thing so that he will try to avoid these olories for some times. You will not blame him. They said that they told their parents and their families that it was all about Queen Naomi. That Queen Naomi uses jazz on the king, and the king never ever accept the fact that Queen Naomi is using jazz on him, and that is the worst part of it. The king never accept. You see Oleti talk, which kind of trouble she never cause. Oleti thought I have gone to the extent of uh, calling police on the king's elders. You see, going to the Brazilian seer to confuse the man, to tell the man that he should go and lie against the king. He should go and say what the king, uh, what the gods did not tell him. And thank God the man recorded everything. Is it Auntie Blue Blue said that she can never ever leave the palace? That the palace is for her and the king. That didn't the king remember how he got into that seat? That she is not living anywhere. Oh, you see? So she's a blue-blooded. That's how is Queen Naomi feeling right now that the king is treating them this way? As in, I was like, when I heard this one, I was like, okay, you now remember how you are feeling. How did you think Queen Naomi felt then when she was in the palace and you people treated her the way you treated her that made her to leave the palace? My people, oh, this life, if you get to your own, you go get sense. If you get to another person's own, your sense will disappear. You have empty skull. Now you don't become women, mere women. Only if you should remember that these are children. Children waiting. And on TikTok, Auntie Blue Blue and Auntie B. Is it Queen that is it only affair that is senior them since they become children? They become women because of you want the king to show them love, right? In short, if you ask me, I would just say that the king should continue not to pick their call until Queen Naomi will come back, because if the king may pick their call, you don't know the one that they will go and get and put in their tongue. If they talk to the king, the king will be confused and will not talk about Queen Naomi again, because they can do anything. They can do anything just to make sure that Queen Naomi never come back to the palace. But one thing I know is that the God of Queen Naomi and the Ooni of Ife have decided that Queen Naomi is coming back. And as you see, as God has decided it, God is planning it and God is working it out. And very soon, these people are just beginning to cry. The time that they will cry is coming. Yes, the time that they will cry is coming. That time, it will be too late for them to repent, because the king have been telling them to repent and obey him. They refuse. There's no how you will tell me that your husband will tell you where to go, what to do, how to do things. You say no, that you are the oga. Now you be the blue blue. On your face is no longer blue blue. Some of these olories they are not blue blue because maybe you think because Queen is not a blue blooded. Anyway, Sha, thank God that things are working out this way. That is my own. Onyefe should keep it up. Oh. Let God guide him. Thank you, and don't forget that they are alleged information. Love you guys. Bye.